Hello, everyone. Welcome to Sunday Jamz with Joe, Shak, and Sam for our first track review. Today, we are reviewing the pop sensation Lana Del Rey's new song, Love. So, let's jam.
Come on and slam, and welcome to the jam. Come on and slam, if you wanna jam.
Yeah, so this song was released 2 days ago by Lana Del Rey. It is deemed to be the lead single or lead up single to what will be her fifth album, I
Yeah, that's
believe.
correct.
She's an artist who peaked in popularity quite a few years ago, and has been on, in terms of mainstream. She's definitely been on the popularity decline, but she definitely still has a dedicated fan base, and people still know her name and
Mhm.
stuff. But she's never really been at the heights of the whole summertime sadness kind of phenomena. Um,
Yeah.
she's definitely, like, I don't know if anyone could name. I mean, I could, but I don't know if any like regular just chart listener could name a song off her last album, for example. But everyone knows "Summertime Sadness." Uh, but yeah, so we have a new album probably in the works, and we have this new single came out a couple of days ago.
With a
So
new
yeah,
music video as well.
yeah, I watched the music video. Did you guys watch the music
I
video?
I did not.
No, I have not.
Okay, well, it's pretty cool, but it's not.
I
It's
feel
not
like it's just gonna be like the single cover, but like animated.
no. There's like a whole
Is
video.
there like a narrative and everything? I know, no, I don't mean like literally just an animated picture. I
He
mean
means like that brought to life, but expanded upon and shit.
Right. No, there's
It's-
other stuff, like there's completely different shots.
Okay.
There's just kind of like a narrative, but it's not like that interesting a narrative, or it's nothing
Yeah.
that interesting.
Okay.
Really.
So Shakeel's already kind of brought to light how familiar he is with Lana Del Rey. How familiar are you with Lana Del Rey, Joe?
I'm not that familiar with Lana Del Rey. Like, I'm familiar with video games and Summertime Sadness, like her two biggest songs. I feel.
Mhm. Yeah, I'm very much in a similar boat. Like, I really liked video games when it first dropped.
Oh, and her pussy tastes like Pepsi Cola.
Yeah, Cola.
Coda, yeah, that's a banger.
And
I love that.
Born to Die as well. Those are like the three tracks I know very well.
Yeah, I know Lana Del Rey a fair bit. I've listened to all of Born to Die a few times. I think I listened to Ultraviolence, although I can't really remember it. And I listened to her old stuff before she ever got famous as well. And there was some interesting kind of like folky, acousticy stuff that she made
Mhm.
when she was a very small artist. But yeah, I wouldn't say I'm not a fan. Like I don't know
Okay.
her inside out or anything like that. I probably know more songs than your average person who's just kind of casually listened to her on the radio.
Yeah. And like you said, like she appears to be on this kind of mainstream decline. And I think I'm very much a part of that mainstream that you're describing, because after Born to Die was released, I don't really remember. I didn't even know that she'd released anything after Ultraviolence.
hmm Yeah.
Let's get into the song.
Yeah, let's go.
It starts with like that barren, like Americana sounding cheesy melody that I feel like is so signature.
Yeah, it's synonymous with her.
Yeah, like and her signature like nostalgic American sultry vocals come in that
Mhm.
everyone's really familiar with, and she's singing like this like cheesy story about being young and in love, and like and love at the chorus bit when she actually sings those exact vocals, her voice sounds like at the best in this song when
Mm.
she goes like really high pitched,
Yeah.
because like a lot of the like I feel like being monotonous is her thing, but like
Yeah.
I that's my favorite part when she hits another note for once.
hmm
The beat and like the instrumentals were really underwhelming to me.
Mhm.
It's like I know it's going for that kind of not spacey, but it sounds like just really,
large.
yeah, it's really kind of grand.
Yeah, I got written down here that I didn't think they were particularly memorable. They're certainly kind of big and create this scale befitting the kind of gravitas that she wants to give the importance of love and youth, but like it's
Uh,
not memorable
it's
in
got like
terms of
this,
instrumental.
yeah, it's got this like these booming like drums that sound
Mhm.
like, I don't want to say like arena rock, but like it reminds me kind of like of Bastille,
Mm,
of like that kind of, there's like a bare bass line to it, just giving it like the barest of bones of a melody,
Mhm.
and then there's her singing on top. But like it doesn't feel special in any way, this song. Like I feel like this is like so bog standard for Lana Del Rey.
I'm not sure I'd necessarily agree there. Like, I can see what you mean in that it's not particularly special if we're talking about like this kind of narrative of I'm the same as you and I deal with the same problems and it doesn't matter because we have love. Like,
Well, not that I'm like super familiar with what Lana Del Rey
no,
does.
no, no. But what I expect from Lana Del Rey is this kind of slightly edgy, kind of cool delivery and like talking about things which might seem slightly edgy. I mean, it doesn't get much more edgy than saying we're born to die. You know what I
Mhm.
mean?
Mhm.
So I kind of appreciated that she was going for a bit less of an edge, but like, I feel like this is growth for Lana, but not necessarily like growth in terms of this is special for music in general.
Yeah,
Mhm.
like every now and then there's like these high pitched, like distant synth sounds
Mm,
that pop up, and they're nice. Like I would have liked more of that to actually fill out the melody that is behind her voice.
mm-hmm.
Yeah, they
'Cause-
were really good.
Yeah, they sound nice, but there's not much of them. I would
No,
have liked
this track
more.
is very bare
It is
bones.
bare, and I don't feel like her voice carries it enough. For it doesn't give it enough for me to fully like get my teeth into.
Like, she's got a good voice, but I feel like the charm of it being this kind of monotone, cool thing has like long since been like done.
Yeah,
Like I know what to expect from you, Lana. This isn't special anymore.
like while her performance is decently enjoyable, I feel like it's exactly what everyone expects. Well, despite the subject matter change, but like even the subject matter and the general vibe feels like stuff Lana has probably done before. Never mind other artists in the kind of
Mm.
indie, edgy, hipster, taking photos with a Polaroid camera vein of
Ugh.
modern music. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
That whole Urban Outfitters school of music.
Hmm.
That's how I feel about this track.
All right. So, how are you feeling, Shaq?
So yeah, I'm probably a bit more familiar with Lana Del Rey. I have a bit more context when it comes to kind of comparing this track
Yeah.
to uh, her back catalogue. Not to say that I have a lot, not to say that I'm really familiar or that I know her shit back to front, but I do have some context, and I think there are some kind of, there are definitely ways she plays it safe, but there's always also a few ways she kind of changes it up. So I mean, yeah, I think tonally is kind of where Lana Del Rey, I'd say, shines. Like her voice is unique. I don't really feel, I can't really think of anyone who sounds like Lana Del Rey. Um, Even people who do a similar kind of style of music, and who do that kind of ethereal pop sound. No name ever comes to mind when I try and think of someone who just sounds
No,
like her.
no, like I can't think of someone who sounds like her, but like just vibes, not even in the music, but just as a person and like the feel that I get from her. The closest thing I'd in that jumps to mind is Marina and the Diamonds for me.
Right.
Like they even kind of look similar. Like I definitely get similar feels with that slight like Americana, like
She always feels like a modern day Marilyn Monroe to me.
Marina
Obviously
or
not.
Lana.
No, Lana Del Rey.
Yeah,
I guess I
yeah.
see what you mean there.
Obviously
Yeah,
not with the same level of fame, but
Mhm.
the same
That's
kind of
definitely what she
aesthetic.
aims for.
Yeah. I'm pretty sure she's even done shoots before with the same kind of clothing and poses as
Yeah,
well as
I really wouldn't be surprised.
I think she has anyway. Yeah, I like the kind of I like the way her voice holds a kind of scratching effect, but it's still incredibly kind of soft and melty. I like how her voice explodes into that kind of peak falsetto, like you were saying in the chorus. And you have this really kind of, I wouldn't call it interesting, the effects that are going on in this song,
Not
uh, but but
interesting.
but you have this sea of effects that kind of pin the song down.
Mm.
These kind of ethereal echoes that are pretty signature for her.
Yeah, I feel like the whole of the instrumental is basically just like indiscernible echo. It's just like
Yeah,
Mm.
yeah,
this like just this sea of just reverb.
yeah. She's always going for that kind of ethereal, but it doesn't have enough meat in it to really be, more interesting. Like it's kind of like dream pop, but it's kind of like as basic as dream pop could possibly be kind of conceived. But again, like you said, I really like that kind of high dissonant synth that follows the ascent of the young and in love bit. I think that's pretty much the highlight of the kind of artistry here in the song. One thing I'm really not a fan of is the little refrain after the second chorus, that whole "Don't worry, baby" bit. Feels like a really uninteresting place to take the song. Like the song really kind of enjoys indulging in punchy, natural, realistic imagery and the kind of soaring register change in the chorus, and it really all flattens out in this kind of totally unimaginative moment in the song. Like there's barely any change in the instrumentation. There's really empty kind of cliche imagery, and there's nothing new to offer vocally in this little bit.
Isn't the "Don't Worry, Baby" a reference to the Beach Boys?
Could be. I don't know. Maybe. It's a pretty common 3-word phrase. It could be.
Yeah, like I wouldn't be surprised given how we've already established she does go for that kind of American nostalgia.
Yeah, and obviously the Beach Boys are kind of like one of the origins of the not dream pop, but of the wall of sound pop kind of vibe. What's more, the vocal lines I think could do with a bit more variation in the verses. Obviously, like we've said, the monotone is kind of signature for her, but I think she does have room to vary a bit more than she does in this song. Like I think on other songs, she plays around a bit more with where she could take the tone that she likes to stick to, which I think the verses would have benefited from. There's perhaps a blandness within the song, a kind of lack of color and ideas that
Yeah,
depart.
I've got bland written down.
Yeah.
Bland
There's a
and
lot.
cliche.
There's a lack of ideas departing from the central idea of the song, musically and lyrically. There's nothing really that takes you anywhere. Like I kind of enjoy the track.
Yeah, I definitely don't like dislike it.
Yeah, it's harmless.
Yeah,
It's
and I don't think
fun.
there's anything much straying from her safe zone, except the song I think has a kind of more. I actually don't find the lyrics cliche, and I think it has a more vivid setting and sounds that are perhaps more uncomfortable than usual. But the funny thing about the lyrics are, and it's a bit like something that Sam said earlier, is that they're kind of uncliche for her because they're cliche, because she's more known for edgy, kind of provocative lyrics, and
Mm.
these are very sentimental kind of images that she's whipping up. I definitely get vibes and images of kind of reflections in a pool on the roof of like a Las Vegas millionaire's house in like an after party. Like I feel like someone who's separated from the party for a brief moment to think about the kind of pursuits of like superficiality that regularly surround their lives.
Yeah, I see that. It's got a kind of cinematic feel to it.
And I think what draws me to Lana, and something that's really prominent in this song, is the fact that she doesn't kind of reject kind of totems of the quote unquote shallow life. She kind of glamorizes them, but in a sincere way. Like the line, "You get ready, you get all dressed up to go nowhere," in particular, that has this kind of very kind of nihilistic, empty, shallow picture. But then the next line, "The back to work or the coffee shop doesn't matter because it's enough to be younger in love." Suddenly, we're kind of existentially saved by the kind of naivety and the passion of youth, and I think that's something that maybe you don't get that much from her. Like, I think there's definitely this kind of sentimental redemption in the song, that I don't feel often with her stuff. I feel like she definitely embraces the kind of superficial and leaves you there, but here I think she tries to take you out. As I said, I don't know every song that Lana Del Rey's ever done back to front, so maybe she's done this before or whatever. But from the songs I know and from her big songs, I feel like that's a nice lyrical departure.
Yeah, agreed.
And just the last line, I think Lana's good at funny, no kind of pun intended from when Joe was talking about the Polaroids thing. But I think Lana takes kind of photographs of moments and times and feelings quite well. Like, I feel like the feeling and the importance of youth is quite well shot in the way she's done the song. So yeah, I decent song, not crazy about it, not a favorite from her, but decent song.
Like, I can't imagine how anyone could be crazy about this song.
Yeah, it doesn't have enough. It just doesn't have enough meat to it, really. Especially, like you say, especially in the instrumentation. There's nothing to make it signature at all, really.
Yeah, nothing shines. Like, I can imagine, like, if this had been a really good single and like it was really like standout, and then she released an album, this song would have been a filler track on that album. Like,
Yeah,
one that no one would have paid attention to, and they would have stuck to the impressive single.
Right, it feels like it could be a filler. I know what you mean by that.
It just feels like
I'm feeling very lukewarm overall.
Yeah.
This track,
like, it's not bad, but like it's
not particularly good either.
forgettable.
The main thing that sticks with me is the lyrical content and the way it, like I say, it kind of redeems from the kind of superficial world that she's kind of created through her discography. And I think that redemption is a nice change for her. Other than that, I don't think there's that much special about it, but I do really like that aspect of it. Thank you everyone for listening. If you guys listen to the song, what did you think of it? Let us know. If you want to check out the main weekly Sunday Jamz show, please subscribe to our channel and go through all our back catalogue of vids. More track reviews and album reviews to come, promise. Make sure to subscribe to our channel, give us the big thumbs up, share this track review, share this new content on your social media for all your friends and family to see. Good.
Bye.
Bye.
Bye.